Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing today? I got a video here that, like, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I got something you can listen to here that'll help you. Uh, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into it.
When I first started my YouTube channel, I really wanted it to replace my part-time job. I only work about 15 hours a week, so that seemed to be a reasonable thing to expect a YouTube channel to do. I uploaded over 100 videos before I finally got one that put me over the edge into monetization. I'm very thankful for the money that I've made from Google AdSense. And
Hey, am I sounding okay, y'all? I've got a mic that I've never used before here. Is it loud enough and everything? All right, while I'm waiting for you to answer, go ahead and play this.
and that's how you make money directly from
Okay, thanks,
YouTube.
Michelle.
Are you curious about how did I get monetized? How much time did it take? Well, it took about 15 or 16 months. And then I had a video that took off. It's now at over 700,000 views. If it had not been for that one video, I still would not be monetized. You see, I had the subscribers, but I didn't have the viewing hours. And even today, if it wasn't for that one good video, I probably wouldn't even qualify to get a paycheck every month. Now, I've spent a lot of time looking around at other YouTubers and their channels, and I've done a lot of digging. And the one thing I find...
This is a lady that I told y'all about before. And I finally decided just to play it for y'all and let y'all hear it. YouTube ain't easy, y'all. But like you can kind of hear her story. And anyway, I'm gonna be telling y'all some stuff. I appreciate it. Good to see y'all. I see everybody saying hey. I appreciate it, y'all.
Find very frequently is that same thing happens to other people who finally got monetized. You get one video that does really, really well, and then it puts you over the top and it kind of puts you out there more often. As the months have gone by, I do notice that YouTube is still not really suggesting my videos to viewers.
Tell me about it.
If you've subscribed, thank you so much. I do get a lot of return viewers, and I hope that my videos have been helpful for you. I got a piece of advice very early on in my YouTube adventure from Ariel from Fineness, and I do watch every single video she puts out. I find her videos very informative and also interesting. She suggested to me that if I'm going to have a YouTube channel, it needs to be something that you love doing. And now that almost 2 years have gone by, I see the value of that advice. If I didn't love gardening and I didn't love sharing what I know with you, I would have given up. You see, there's a lot of work that goes into it. For every video that's on my YouTube channel, which is somewhere around 120 or 25, there's at least 10 hours of work that goes into it. So I'm dedicating a day and a half to filming and editing my videos. That's taking up quite a bit of my time, honestly.
Yeah, when Grandma was doing that, that's what I was telling y'all about. She would film for 5 or 6 hours, and she would have to rip it down so it would be, an hour and a half long. And she had then got down to making one video a week. YouTube ain't. Hey, just listen to this woman.
So if it wasn't something I was already doing, or something that I really love doing, or a passion of mine, and that is to share with you how to grow your own food organically, I probably would have folded up this channel a long time ago. So I want to be really, really honest with you about some thoughts that I have about if you're going to start a YouTube channel, or if you already have one and maybe you're just comparing, or maybe you're discouraged. That's the best piece of advice I can give you. If you want to know how much money I've made, I don't mind sharing that with you. So over the course of 4 months, I've made about $2,100. I am very thankful for that, but it does not replace my part-time job, and it's not consistent. In fact, as the months go by, I make less and less money. You know, when I first got that great big boost, I started really hounding myself. How do I keep up that pace? How do I keep the momentum going? And I did have a couple other videos that did quite well. I have one that's around 73,000 and another one that's about 38,000 views. And then the rest, they may be at best a couple of thousand. Most of them don't even make 1,000 views. I think I'm doing a good job. I always want to improve, but I think it's the subject matter. And for me at this stage in the game, it's really hard for me to do research and come up with the...
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
It's gonna get nasty later.
Like, you know to check the weather first before sailing.
I'll go tell the Coast
Yeah,
Guard.
it's tough.
So check
y'all.
Allstate first for a quote that
subject matter that's really hot that day, right at that moment, because I'm doing this seasonally. I'm doing videos as I garden, and I live in subtropical Florida. So apparently some of the things that I'm doing right now, they don't have any relevance for you if you're closing up your garden for the winter. So I try to just do my best, appeal to my audience, and thank you for being my audience if you've subscribed. The analytics show me that most of you are 50 years old and older. And I don't know if you can see my gray hair, but I am a senior citizen. And yes, I am still gardening. And I love it. I think there's a lot of benefit to growing your own food and having that daily exercise and going outside in the
She's
sunshine
getting over
every
yonder,
day.
ain't she?
But the thing about YouTube is I will probably be backing off to about one video every other week, at least for now. You see, there's other things that I really want to do. I'm semi-retired. This time of my life, I need to start doing some of those things that I really enjoy doing besides organic gardening, and that is at the top of my list. I've picked up crocheting again. So these little squares are eventually going to be a sweater. And I have a grandbaby on the way, and I want to make a blanket for her and some booties. And it's been requested for a little headband. I might put a bow or a flower on it. And I've rediscovered reading. I read a lot, and I've discovered some new authors that I really want to read more of their work. So I want to talk a few minutes about my own thoughts.
Y'all remember me
If you
telling y'all
are
about this woman?
considering investing into your YouTube channel, by investing, I mean putting more money in than you're making. I think the best way to share how I feel about investing into your YouTube channel is my own experience when I had a website, and even further back than that, my own experience of working with direct sales. You see, the websites that make it, And the people in direct sales that really make the money are few and far between.
Yep.
I'm just being honest. I don't want to kill your dream. If you know that this is what you're to do, keep going. Just make sure that you've got a really good balance in your life. That's coming from a 68-year-old woman who's put a lot of effort into some things that really, I shouldn't have put that much effort into it. So what if you do want to invest into your YouTube channel? I cringe. I just cringe when I listen to someone who's going to tell me how to improve my YouTube channel. And if I don't, then I'm making a mistake and all that. And then when you finally get to the end of their video, well, they're really wanting to sell you a course.
That's right.
And I'm telling you, that makes me angry. You see, I took courses when I had my website. I did everything. It didn't help. It is that one article or that one video that just finally shoots you over the top. Do your own research. Start looking at everyone else's videos. So what I did is,
And see, that's what I was telling y'all. You need a few videos that's genuine. And like these lives, hey, they fun and everything, but the lives don't live long.
I'll see someone's video that looks like it got a lot of views, and I look at those numbers, and I'll go to their channel and I'll start scrolling through all their videos. And sure enough, most of their videos aren't getting that many views, and
Hear
there'll
that?
be a few. And sometimes they just seem to be random. They took off. Maybe 2 million views, maybe 1 million, maybe 500,000. But that seems to be what's keeping them going.
Mm-hmm.
With my website, I never did figure that out. I finally decided that I was spending too much money a month for no return. And I had been building it for about 3 years and nothing had come of it. And I spent a lot of money on courses, learning Pinterest, learning.
Hey, this is what I told y'all. Man, it's easy to spend a lot more than what the return is. Now, I know that all of y'all in here remember when Stephen started and he was building them birdhouses and shipping them to people for free. He was going in the hole, and it actually worked out for him. But it's you can put more money into it than what you can make. And I told you before, like, it's liable to be easier just to go pick up aluminum cans beside the road.
How to build a website, how to make sure you had your keywords right. I mean, the list just went on and on and on. So you're going to see the same thing with the YouTube gurus that are telling you, you got to do this, you got to do that. And if you listen to them long enough, by about the 4th month, they're saying the opposite. So, I think about them and their courses about the same way that I do now in retrospect about the courses that I took for my website. So where does direct sales come into this?
There's no telling.
Well, it's
What all this
basically the
money
same
on
thing.
this
You can
thing.
take courses that teach you how to do better. I would go to conventions and there went some of my profit. I would invest in the courses that were offered there. There went more of my profit. I mean, it just like, if you're going to make $100 that night, which this was 20 years ago, so $100 that night would have at your show would have been good.
I see y'all.
Well, by the time it's all said and done, you've reinvested 50% back into your team, your products, your conventions, your courses. And it really wasn't that good of money. And the sales pitch back then was, you just work one night and you've made your $100. Well, that's not true. You have to then start collecting names that will have a show for you. This was back then. I honestly don't know. Are there still home parties out there? And then you had to start calling those people. And then you had to put them on a rotation basis where you're spending one night a week calling people and setting up shows or sending out emails to your email group. I mean, it's not all what it's cracked up to be. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're looking for YouTube advice, take the free advice that Ariel gave me, and now I'm giving you. Make sure that it's something that you love doing.
You hear her say, it's not always cracked up to be. You know, I told y'all, man, if I had to do it over again, see, I got some videos that's making money. But if I had to do it all over again, like not knowing nothing, I just don't know that I would do it. I'm going to play the rest of this, and I'm going to get off. But those of you that I'll get back on here later on tonight, and we'll do a live, and we'll chat, and we'll have a good time. Here we go.
Yes, you can improve over the years. You can make your thumbnails better. You can make your opening lines better. You can edit better. All that just comes with doing it. It's not all going to come in a course.
My sister started drinking this every morning after seeing their new welcome kit. It's the perfect morning routine.
I want to discourage you. If you want to have a YouTube channel, do it. I don't want to discourage you more if you're in one of those times that you're discouraged with your YouTube channel. Here's the reason why I keep on keeping on with my YouTube channel, even though I'm probably not going to publish as often. 30 years ago, we went to a church that most
I'll
of
go
us
live later.
had a vegetable garden. I was the only one that grew them organically, but that was okay. All of us
I'll go live
canned
later tonight.
vegetables.
You know, the last time I went live,
We all had a simple
it's
life.
about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Most of us were stay-at-home moms.
And them videos is on my channel. I mean,
That
they didn't ever,
is my lifestyle.
they didn't ever do very
And
much.
I love that lifestyle. I love being
not
a
as good as
wife.
they
I
usually
love
do, but
being a homemaker.
I
I
do them
loved raising
videos
my
about
children and
like
homeschooling them. I
3
loved
o'clock
it.
in the morning.
Sadly,
But
that
let me
church
get this
fell
video
apart
here out of the way, y'all, and
for various reasons,
I'll be
and we
around
all
later
went
on
our
today.
separate ways. And with that went all my friendships of like-minded people. We eventually landed in a church where we stayed for nearly 30 years. And none of them grew their own food. None of them canned their food. They admired me that I did. But I lost that sense of comradeship. I lost that sense of, I belong here and
She
I can
left the
share
church,
what I'm doing, and we
and the church
compare
was
notes and all of
boosting her,
that.
you know, or
That was gone all those years. So when I started a YouTube channel, here you are. All these years of having a garden, and I've learned so much, and I just want to share what I've learned. And you now are my community. You now are the younger people. If you're watching and you're younger than me, I'm 68. I want to share with you what I've been doing, especially if you have your own family, especially if you're homeschooling. I just want you to know that it's a good life to have. If you're new to gardening and that's not your lifestyle, I want to include you too.
Hey, y'all, you have to enjoy YouTube. Everybody, well, a lot of people think they're just going to get on there and they're just going to make tons of money. And it is very tough. But like, you take like my mama, Helen White from Georgia. She gets twice the amount of views I do. And she's 86 years old. You can have that magnetic personality and you can get on video and talk about tangerines or Fruit Loops or anything. And some people can do that. I myself can't. I want to tell y'all, I appreciate y'all coming in. I'll have a video later on for y'all. I wanted to get this right here in. Hey, y'all, and I made some videos on my channel, like 2 videos that a bunch of y'all hadn't seen. I mean, I can look at the views and tell that, there's nowhere near about the amount of views I usually get. But I done them late at night. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all in a little while. Bye, 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 bye.